Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey Diaries. I'm your host Martin Lang, and today we're going to be touching about ARDBEG Galileo. ARDBEG being a distillery in Ireland, they produce a really heavily peated whiskey. We're going to touch on that distillery in another of our videos. Today we're going to focus on this single bottling because of the story that it has and how interesting actually the whiskey is. This whiskey got distilled in 1999 and it bottled in 2011. In 2012, so it's about a 12-year-old whiskey. It got released in 2013 and they won best whiskey in the world on that single malt in the world, and best Islay whiskey in the world as well. Well, from Islay obviously. The story behind it is basically in 2011 whiskey molecules from ARDBEG distillery got sent to space. Now there's a little bit of confusion out there. Some people think that it's been actually this whiskey, the whiskey that is in this bottle actually been to space. There's not a single molecule of this whiskey that has been to space. They only sell molecules just to see how gravity reacts with whiskey and how aging works on the space station. That it was there for 2 years and then came back. They're still doing some tests on it. Now, the whiskey in itself is American oak finish with a finish on Marsala, ex-Marsala cask from Sicily. Marsala being a sweet wine, well, they have sweet, dry and semi-sweet. It gets aged in American oak and then the barrels get sent to ARDBEG and then they age it. Marsala usually imparts a pretty sweet, pretty viscous flavor to the whiskey. But because ARDBEG blended with the original ARDBEG from American oak, you actually get a really rounded whiskey. It's an incredible whiskey, and besides the marketing plot or the marketing campaign that they did for it, it's actually incredible whiskey. Obviously, you can see by the awards and all that stuff. Now, the flavors that you can find from this is actually like obviously you get the smoke from ARDBEG, but then you can get a lot of tropical fruits, and this is actually really interesting to actually. I'm not sure if you ever had roasted pineapple before, but it actually has a lot of that flavor. Like I'm talking about roasting, like grabbing a pineapple and just torch it. You get that smokiness and then that fruitiness as well. That is really characteristic from ARDBEG as well. Like something like Corrybreckan or Ugadale, they have that backbone as well. But yeah, a classic ARDBEG nose, super smoking, iodine, the saltiness that most of Islay whiskies get. And then yeah, there it is. Like lots of pineapple, lots of tropical fruits. Awesome weight. It's actually quite syrupy at the same time. It's bottled at 41%. So I would recommend as well just to add a little bit of water after the first sip, just to let it open up. This is if it's the first time that you try this whiskey. After this, I reckon that you can just drink it by itself. It's an incredible whiskey. Yeah, absolutely delicious. All right, thank you for listening, guys. We'll see you next time. Slanjaba.